Hello everybody, welcome to My Hero Academia Season 4 Episode 11 Anime Review. The Lemillion show. We're all fans now of Lemillion. He's a cool guy, to put it bluntly. Some other stuff happened to at the beginning, but who cares? It's basically where I'm at. This is all about Mirio basically, and him being a cool guy. Didn't check to see if it was trending on Twitter. Probably should have done that. I'll do it during the cut, I think. That's a good plan. But yeah, as always, really enjoyed it. Made me like a character more. It's done its job. Thumbs up. But anyway, can't really think of too much else to say this opening bit other than that. So let's dive right into the episode and everything to see what went down. Yeah, well, let's do this. I couldn't tell if it was trending because everything was in Japanese and I can't read Japanese. So anyway, getting into the episode, the bad guys have created a permanent quirk erasure drug as opposed to the temporary one they used on Tamaki previously. They've got that now. We get a little flashback. It's quite lengthy. Basically, Toga and Twice, when they first joined the League of Yakuza, forget what they're called, Shie Hasaikai, them, the Overhaul gang. You know what to say. And then one of the Yakuza confession guy gets them to talk against their will about their quirks and everything, but they say that Shigaraki didn't say to betray them because he didn't. He said do what you want, I think. So he didn't give direct betrayal orders, so they trusted them, which is not good. But then back in the present day, they wind up the wall guy basically, so he starts shouting and making noise, which causes Deku to find him, lock in on him, and knock him out basically. And Aizawa stops him and they defeat him basically, and the heroes realise, oh, looks like I've been used by the League of Villains, but it's like, you were working to the same goal anyway. I know you probably shouldn't ally yourselves with villains, but, you were doing the same thing. Good job. I've breezed over this part quite quick, because it's not the meat. We know where the meat lies. It's not with these guys, unfortunately. But yeah, but it was fine, the League of Villains involvement sort of felt, it just sort of happened, it wasn't as long as maybe I thought it would. It didn't even last a full episode, really. So, yeah, but whatever, it went basically how you'd expect. Not inadvertently, they're helping the heroes, but not helping them. They got their own goals that they're working towards. That makes sense. Good job, League of Villains. And Toga's the best, and anytime she shows up, it brings a smile to everyone's face. Meanwhile, Mirio caught up to Overhaul, which is, he's on his own. That's probably not good. And Overhaul says, nah, to Eri, you're not a hero because you didn't help back then. You were trying to, he wasn't like Deku, who was trying to, save her back then. He was preventing the saving, so in a way. That makes sense. And then a drunk guy shows up, and the confession guy shows up. Basically, two new guys show up, and they get some info out of him. Tell him he's just trying to make himself feel better by saving Eri. And he's like, yep, that's kind of true. But he's going to save her because she didn't do nothing wrong. She saved them instead of saving herself back then. So, he's like, yeah, definitely going to save her. Defeats those other two guys, the first two, and then goes after Overhaul. Manages to get Eri out of the guy's hands. So he's got her now. He's like, I will definitely save. I will protect. That's where Mirio is. And I've realised I've gone quite quick through this part as well, but it's not the meat's yet to come. Mirio is a cool dude. He beat 4 at once. It was 4-on-1 sort of, and he won. So he's a strong dude. This Mirio, this Lemillion, as they say, he's a good dude. Then we have Overhaul being a bit of a dick some more. He says everything that Eri does kills people, which is a bit harsh. He lied about her being his kid, which Mirio probably should have figured that out way ahead of time. I thought it was pretty obvious, considering they look absolutely nothing alike. And he's quite young, Overhaul. Not saying you can't have a kid that's young, but Eri's about 7, so he would have been like 15, I'm going to guess. Although his dad's quite, maybe he just looks young because anime, who knows. He's attacking pretty haphazardly, doesn't really care what happens to Eri, because he can put her back together, which is a bit of a disturbing thought. It's like, even if I don't put her back, the right shape, she'll still have the properties. I'm like, that's disturbing. That's very disturbing. Overhaul's a messed up guy. The other guy is still up too. I forget if this is No, it's not. It's not the confession guy. I think it's the one right next to him, and he shoots at them. But he uses the cape to block, and then he goes underneath. I'm describing it very badly. You saw the episode with it, and he, lands a massive punch on Overhaul. Overhaul gets mad that he called him Chisaki. We had a brief flashback of his dad rejecting his ideas. So, don't think it was his proper dad. It was his adopted dad, I think. So he's throwing that name away. Mirio gets shot with the quirk erasure gun, like the permanent one, while protecting Eri. So, he's quirkless now, which I guess, honestly, that I can sort of see what they might do now after this arc's over. Mirio's going to ask Deku, "Can I still be a hero without a quirk?" And mirroring the from the first season, and Deku's going to say, "Yeah." I think that's what they're going to do. I think they're gonna sort of flip it, which, if they do that, that would be cool. Maybe this wasn't the permanent quirk shooting gun, but I thought it was. So, yeah. Flashback to Mirio basically wanting to be a hero as a kid and everything, hanging out with his dad. It was nice stuff. Then he's still fighting and everything, even without a quirk. He's barely skipped a beat. He's proper banged up. He got stabbed through the side. There was a bit here that wasn't animated. It was just a slideshow of him fighting. Would have been better if it was animated, but hey-oh, whatever. And then in the post-credits scene, he's been proper stabbed, and then who's going to bust through the door to save the day? It's Deku. So it looks like Mirio held him off long enough for the others to arrive, and now they're going to fight together. Maybe take Mirio put him on the bench. He's done his job, Aizawa's there, Deku's there, Night Eye's there. Is that all of them? Have I missed one? I might have missed one, but they got to the end where Overhaul is. So I imagine that's going to be next week. It's going to be Deku and friends versus Overhaul. It might not end next week, though. I've not read the manga, as I say, but I'm excited. This was pretty damn cool, as I said. Lemillion Mirio is a strong man, and I hope that he's not forgotten about. Even if he is quirkless, I hope he still can do good. He deserves it. The man. I don't think he'll give up. He's not going to give up. I do hope they do that scene that I've envisioned now. If they don't, I will be very disappointed. If this doesn't go exactly like my fanfic, I will be very disappointed. Can't stand people like that. But it's good. I can't wait to see the Deku Overhaul fight. Should be really good. Glad Mirio survived. That's the thing. Because there was a brief moment I was like, is he going to die? They're going to kill Mirio? Because he is the stronger, Deku's here, Mirio is stronger. I did kind of had the sense that, are they going to kill Mirio? Are they going to do it? It was a legitimate worry, but I'm glad they've not done it. At least not yet. That would not be good. Anyway, that brings me to the end of this review. Thank you everybody for watching it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe and like and comment and everything else. Check out on the main channel. I upload the video of every anime I watched this year ranked. Check that out. It's long. Please check it out. Please. I will see you in the next week for the next episode of this. Don't think they're taking a break. So next episode next week. And bye, guys.